Welcome to FuzzyTek, the show where I talk about technical, geeky, nerdy stuff. I'm Fuzzy Manners, and in today's show, I want to show you how I bulk modded my IBM Model M terminal keyboard. This keyboard has 122 keys and is also known as the Battleship, like the Model F equivalent. This is a terminal keyboard, meaning it was used for terminal computers with specialist functions that had their own specialist keys. Not all terminal keyboards have the same keycaps and legends on them. The keys don't do anything when connected to a normal computer by default, but with a converter and some custom firmware, they can be remapped to do pretty much whatever you like. More information about this is in the description. It even has an attention button for when you really crave some of that. Anyway, let's mod it. If you don't know what bulk modding is, I'll briefly explain. Bulk modding means to put nuts and bolts in the keyboard to connect the front barrel plate, the plastic piece that the keys fit into, to the metal back plate. This is because at factory they're made with plastic rivets, which wear out over time and are generally a pain if you need to get to the real insides of the keyboard for repairs or whatever. After removing the top cover, I'll flip it around and remove the circuit board on the back. Once removed, I can start to slice off the plastic rivets with a blade. Once that was done, I gently pried open the board and removed the membranes. I now need to take out all of the buckling springs. With all the springs out, I'll now remove all the keys. I could have done this earlier, but leaving them in helps to protect the springs while the board is flipped upside down. Once all the keys were removed, I clipped off the excess plastic from where the rivets were, marked the locations with a pen, and drilled holes in them ready for the bolts. I didn't film the clipping or drilling of the holes, but here's the aftermath of said clipping and drilling. You can see the small holes between the key barrels. Some of my keys don't work, so before I can actually do the mod, I need to repair the membrane. These 8 here don't work at all. I tested the continuity and everything is fine all the way to the connector. The tip of the connector to the bottom of the connector is where the problem lies. I could have used a conductive pen to fix this, but instead I used an old piece of membrane from an inferior rubber dome keyboard that I had lying around, and taped it in place to make connections. I can always use a conductive pen at a later stage if it needs it. Now this is fixed, I can proceed with putting it all back together again. I'll rest the keyboard on some books to elevate it a bit so the springs can sit in their places properly. Placing back all the layers, I can now put the metal plate back on and screw on the nuts. This was a bit fiddly, but with a bit of patience and perseverance, it's all back together again. I'll replace the keys, then it's pretty much complete. If you want to bulk mod your own old school IBM, there are links in the description for more information. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. If you liked the video, give it a like. If you didn't, please tell me why, and consider subscribing and pressing the bell. You can follow all things FuzzyTek over on Instagram at instagram.com/FuzzyTekShow, and visit the website at fuzzytek.mo. Thanks for watching. Until next time, bye bye.